Right, so the third world citizens come in a little bit sickly. Does that improve? Will we improve their health when they go and get drunk and get medicine? Alcohol addiction. See, their alcohol addiction's not high enough yet. Clothing quality. Quality of flats, 96%. Unheard of. Unheard of. Residential buildings don't need to be connected by a footpath. They don't need deliveries and emergency vehicles to use the footpath. Right, so if you don't have a road connection, you can still put the fire out. Yeah, if you look at that, their health is 85%. These guys is 47%. They are considerably sicker, but cheaper. Unemployment is too high. Actually, more than 50% of all the workers cannot work. Reason: no free workplaces. Lies. No kindergartens in case educated English complex. Not true yet. Not true yet. Workers too sick for work. Yeah. Okay, so they're too ill to work yet, but I'm hoping we can treat them in the hospital and things will improve. Okay, I just learnt something else. Exactly, Onamichi. Maybe that's why it's 96%, because if you complain, you end up leaving and you don't come back. People just love going over this fountain. Soviet design, lovely. Where does it show as the unemployment rate? Unemployed workers 5%. Due to low education, 4%. Okay. Is that telling me that we need to build some education stuff, maybe? Like we need to educate some of the people. Technical University, headquarters of the Communist Party. University halls of residence, blimey. Yeah, I don't have education turned on, but how else can I improve that situation? I thought a lot of the jobs were for low education people anyway. I swear this is the worst ever. Ever. I literally should have just bought this. It is painful watching it be constructed. Resources needed to finish current phase tunneling. 13,146 workdays. You what? So, let me get this straight. They need 1.4 tons of steel and 1.4 tons of boards and 13,000 workdays to tunnel this. Increase the number of workers. I literally don't know. I mean, this number's not going up very much. Fund the construction from rubles. Or I can pay 149 grand and have it built. Is that what we're saying? Crawler Snipe, thank you for 54 months. Robert Martin, thank you for 2 years. Charlene, thank you for 16 months. I genuinely don't know. Like, I've increased this number, but there's still only however many people here. Like, there's not a lot of people here. This is what we want. But it's not really moving, is it? And yet we're complaining that we've got uneducated people without work. Come and work on the tunnel! Why don't you come here? Yeah, I know they have to be bussed in, but the last time I looked at a bus, it had 16 people on it. Where are these buses going? It's not that one. Construction office. Well, this one's loading up. Almost. So it only took 106 though. We don't have space for another bus, that's the problem. We'll have to get rid of something. That bus has got 106 people on it. That bus has got nobody on it. There you go. It just loaded up with 32 people. Do you need a bus from the residence to the bus station, or they walk quite far? They'll walk 500 meters. Bus platform 2, get in 100% of people. Unfinished road, 100% get out. Construction office, get in 100%. Why does it go back to the construction office? This is a huge bottleneck. I'm going to click on fund with dollars and see what happens. Let me see what happens. The work days are coming down because I really need this connection open. There's our cold gravel. Cold situation is still pretty dire. Considering we're like pumping it in from a coal mine. It's just getting swallowed up by the steel mill. Well, I don't know how it works, Trotter. Like, it's hard to see how many people are actually waiting. There's a thing that you can click. There you go. So from that bus station, the furthest they have to walk is 381 meters. Which is like that place up here, look. Which is fine, they'll walk 500. You need around 3 coal processing for a steel mill at max capacity. Blimey. Wait, three processing plants? Or 3 coal mines into 1 processing plant? we need more of these or more of these? Or both? It's important to regulate the number of workers at each place. For example, there are too many workers at the hospital for a number of patients that are treated. I did try to do that. I did reduce these at one point. Decrease the number of workers. Like that. Well, this is not getting enough coal anyway, so... Sometimes you end up putting a building next to the construction site and filling it with cheap labour, just to force workers to the site. Well, I think we just looked at a bad time. It looks like there are a lot of people working, though. Admittedly, not enough. So we need twice as many people in here. Is that a bus capacity problem, or is that something else? Flopsy, how you doing? %90 of our workforce is lower education. 40% are children. We just don't have enough people, I don't think. Even though I don't get it, we have a 6% unemployment rate. Is that just down to these sickly people? I feel like we don't have enough people going to work, but we have quite a high unemployment. But I wonder if that's just misleading. Uneducated people cannot work at all, even on simple mode. I'm on easy mode, not education. I don't have complex education on. Maybe Senator. Yeah, but I don't have complex education on. They need a basic. Only if you have education turned on, surely. See, I can't build any of these because I don't have complex education turned on. So I can't build a school. Easy mode means you don't have to do schools, but you still have to do unis. Oh my god. Why is that thing so massive? It's insane. You need a uni to research some things. It really is quite hilly round here. Flat terrain, lovely. paying for its rain. I am. Citizens, orphanage, medical or technical university? I don't feel like we need a medical. I guess we'll build a technical. We'll build it here against the... against the hills. Tech unlock stuff, okay. Hang on a minute. Oh, that's a bridge. Just put a little bus stop here then. Nope, doesn't look like that. I don't know, Senator. How do we know if we're overusing a bus station? Citizens' health is too low. Yeah, that's just... Honestly, I mean, that's gone up 2%, so it's definitely improving. But it is going to take time. Right, we need a Unibus now. Create new line. Unibus. You see the station always being full, right? Okay. Let's go from here to here. There we go. Yeah, we go to the depot and then buy some buses. Bus capacity. I don't know how many people are going to go to the university. 75 max. Apparently the staff are already just look at them, literally walking there. Look at this. They're walking out of here and walking over to here. That's bonkers. Maybe we should just have a pickup area here and just shuttle people. Or over here. Don't know. They're all just walking though. It's close enough to walk, apparently. And they're also walking there to get the bus, which is a bit odd. Unibus. Set line to vehicle. Okay. Can't click them here for some reason. It's a bit odd. Right, so that's completely filled up with staff now, which has brought the unemployment rate down. It's got a whole bunch of professors, and then it's got 29 people in the auditorium, and 100 people waiting for professors. Available research, chemistry or engineering. Expected research duration and cost, 700 workdays. I'd like to build a factory where you'll be able to produce mechanical components. Break into the world of chemicals. After successful research, you'll be able to build a chemical plant and produce your own chemicals. Blimey. Any particular good one here? Chemicals and money printers and unlock nuclear. Minimum government loyalty for employees. Wow. You can have a job here if you say that the Soviet Russia is the best. Increase the number of researchers. Wait, which ones of these are researchers? Fastest working on research, 45 max. Crikey. Research shuts down education. Gotcha. I suppose you could have more than one. Do it that way. There's just not enough people working at the coal plant. Nobody wants to work in the coal plant. How's this road looking? Right, so I think that road is now complete. And now they're continuing to gravel and tarmac the rest of it, and then they'll have another tunnel bit here, which I'm just going to pay for in dollars and be done with it. If several big plants requiring hundreds of workers, maybe you just don't have enough people. I think so. I imported a load of people, but I think the problem is 40% of the people are children. That's, you know, so really, we only have 3,000 workers because 2,000 of them are kids. And we're not allowed to send kids down the coal mines. It's outrageous. %90 of the workers have a low education. Is that going to work, Costello? We don't have enough professors anyway, really. Cannot get enough coal. Yeah, once this road's done, we'll start sending fuel trucks this way instead. We'll make some money back. That's done. The tunnel will be finished. This will be finished. We'll send the fuel trucks that way. We'll start making money again. Yeah, the problem is to invite immigrants, like 100 immigrants, is going to cost us, what, 40,000 rubles? So maybe we just need to do that. Get a few experts in as well. The money's definitely not trending up. But we're not selling the fuel and bitumen. As soon as we do, it'll trend upwards again. The bridge for fuel trucks so don't get stuck in traffic. So what they'll do is when they start selling, they'll come out of here and they need to go that way. So at the moment, they'll have to kind of go down this way to do that. Which is a bit annoying. I'm not sure we can bridge them over though. And I could just build a road through here. Or like a connecting road or something. So they can go straight through that way. You need a lot of living free quarters that needs a lot of kindergarten, but they multiply only if you have a kindergarten and the parents are happy. We have a lot of empty places. Don't know if we need a kindergarten. Because I'm not playing out in difficult mode. I could do Costel, but I'm not sure I want to. I did think about a bypass road, but I'm not sure if I want to build some other stuff over here. I presume the kindergarten is one of these two, which is disabled. Restaurant with a panorama. Blimey. %25 done on the research. That tunnel's been completed now. Just got to wait for this road to be built. Or you can just spend 14,000 rubles and have it done like that. Unemployment is too high. This third world block, 56% they're on. At what point do they start going to work? 75 workers can't work because of low education level. Okay. How do you fix that? 43 citizens were unable to visit a church or place of spirituality. But unable to visit the hospital. Dude, the hospital's here. What are you talking about? We're not able to enjoy culture. There's a cinema. Like that. What's wrong with them? Thank you, Jake. Thank you for 63. Dave, 1562. Thank you for 77 months. 45 months and counting, comrades. It's not too far. No, there's no way. Look. Wait, will they not walk 500 meters? I thought they walked 500. Few buildings that can be reached on foot. The game lacks the ability to build a church. That's useful. Maybe you need a bus from this end of town over to that end of town. A shuttle bus. Because people are lazy. Can we build... This is tricky. Build something just here. Can't build here due to infrastructure. Come on. Why have you not connected that, you stupid game? It literally drew a connection and then it didn't do it. I swear, man. It literally connected it, and then when it built it, it just didn't do it. It's done it again. What? Are you actually... Genuinely, that's ridiculous. It draws a green line here, says, yeah, I can connect that. And then doesn't. And then when you try and connect it, it won't let you. You can bother trying to connect this time? There you go. Slow that down. Okay, so if I make a shuttle bus between these two, that might help people get to the hospital and stuff, is what I'm thinking. What do we call it? East, west, shuttle, shuttle, subtle. Go from here, go to here. I don't agree with this, like, commit change thing. Like, just let me change things and then do it. You don't need it in Transport Fever, you don't need it here. 2 big buses should do it. Let's see. Copy. Off we go. In your own time. Does it need it, Costello? Literally, the 2 that we have just sit there doing nothing. Or 3. There's 1 ambulance out. Don't think we need more. I'm hoping that I'll bring people from this side to here so they can at least go to the cinema and the hospital and potentially get to work a lot easier. So I'm hoping it'll solve this problem. That's on 65% now, so it still says, now it says 1 can't work due to sickness, so it looks like they're getting treatment. Can't do much about the church one. That number there, unable to visit hospital. I don't get why that's not coming down. Ambulances are rarely used so as the fire departments unless you have a huge population. That looks pretty full. Number of workers, number of passengers, number of students. Doing fine, Crystal, thank you. lining up. We might need more buses. Wait, what? What the heck? Why did 22 people get on? There's a load of people here. And only 22 got on. The other station does not accept those kinds of people. Ay caramba. Does now. I think this bus station's getting a bit full. Trucker J, thank you for 44 months. You got a new job, Chris Law. Nice. Night Gaming, how you doing? Remember reading somewhere that passengers don't change lines. If that's true, we're in big trouble. So what I'd done is put a line from here to the university, but then set this station to not accept students. Which is useful. Wow, that's pretty full now. Whoa, the chemistry research nearly done. Look at that. Passengers don't change lines. Okay, that's pretty dumb. How are you supposed to get them around the map if they don't change lines? You can't A to B everybody, can you? Recommend to learn the basics on the harder difficulty. It takes less time and needs less dynamics. Dude, I'm struggling with easy mode. Okay, we have researched chemistry apparently. We could research semiconductors, or we can just let people be educated for a bit. It didn't really tell us that anything had changed when it did that. It didn't go, oh, you can now do this. It didn't even say, well done, you've learned chemistry. Easy mode is harder. Okay, I believe you. So not having to worry about education and power and having less of a problem with upset people, you're saying that's actually harder. What? I don't understand why you think that. So what exactly is chemistry unlocked? I can't see what it's unlocked to. Chemical plant isn't oil. Is that it? Plastics factory? Is that what we unlocked? Do you know what? I'm just going to pay. Like, I literally don't care anymore. Just finish it. Just finish the road, boys. We can't wait an entire lifetime for a road. Right, I think that road is now open, which means that we can... So instead of here, we'll remove that and we'll add this as a destination to unload everything. Off they go. We should start making some money again. So they're completely full now. I'm not really sure what I'm meant to be doing with this. I can't remember. There are no tasks at all. Let's just watch what they do. There's a lot of trucks here. Let's just watch how they behave through here. What other stuff should we start getting? There's a lot of... I think we burn a lot of iron, don't we? We're importing a lot of coal and a lot of iron to make steel. So I'm wondering if we should start trying to bring some iron ore in. We've already got the oil fields. We're doing pretty well on the oil side of things. Uranium ore, I don't think we can do anything with yet, because I presume we have to research some tech. I don't know. Bauxite is aluminium. We're not using aluminium. Although, what's the price thing on the market? Aluminium sells at $969 or 778 rubles. That is serious. More coal mines. Train some iron ore and we can check how the train works. Dude, when I went to build a train line, it was an absolute nightmare because of all the hills. Honestly, it cost a fortune to build a tunnel. You can do uranium already. Well, electronics sells for a lot, but you need to research it first, I think. Aluminium oxide. You could dig uranium and sell it, but is it worth it? Uranium ore only sells for like 20. UF6, is that refined uranium? That sells for an absolute metric ton. Look at nuclear fuel. Dear God. Plastics. Didn't we learn how to do that? We learned how to do that, didn't we? Aluminium requires two big plants, one to make oxide and another to smelt into aluminium. Plastics was down here, I think. Yeah, there you go. Consumption of maximum production. 3 tons of chemicals and 27 tons of oil. And a chem plant would import oil and some gravel. This sounds pretty lucrative to me. Chem plant and plastics factory. Because the plastics sells for pretty good money. 669 sounds pretty good. And it looks like I'd only need a chem plant and a plastics factory, and I can use the oil I already have with the gravel we already have to make the chemicals and then ship the oil in, unless I'm missing something. You need to grow or import crops. Why? Why do we need crops? Oh, well, that needs 8 tons of crops. Why does that need 8 tons of crops? How much is crops to buy? 19. It's dirt cheap. Can't we just buy the crops then? So where's the oil side of things? So we have 1,500 tons here. I could basically pump this out into 2 separate tanks. Yeah, one into here, one into here. That one can be used for the bitumen fuel asphalt, and then this one could be used for a chem plant. You need to import wood. And then after that, well, maybe we put a chem plant over here. It's quite hilly here, that's the problem. I presume a chem plant is quite big. That's not too bad. Actually, they're quite small. Make the wood into boards too. Food, alcohol, crops. Where do we get the wood from? Wood cutting post. On a sawmill. Produces 60 tons of wood. There's a lot of trees here. We could cut our own wood down. Do we just need wood? Wait, you know these wood cutting posts? Does it physically remove the trees? Like, will they just deplete, or will it does? Right. So once you've taken all those trees down, you're in trouble. Rip. That's a bit weird because it looks like the oil is endless, but your trees are not. So, I mean, that could be a problem, couldn't it? You can replant. How? You just paste more trees. Valencia, thank you for 38 months. Buccaneer Dan, thank you for 47. Right, so wherever we put these chem plants, we've got to import stuff. We're going to have to import crops in what is already a busy terminal. Really need to import coal on a train, to be honest, but a train is a nightmare. Yeah, we're starting to make money again. Sliced Jam, thank you for 5 months. Is this post really expensive, or can you like move around to different areas? What, the wood post? You put it where you want, but it'll deplete the trees. I'm just a bit concerned about... I've got a real bottleneck here. And I can't easily train that stuff out of there. Because of this Nightmare Hill scenario. Dear God. We're a long, long way away from anywhere else. There's a border checkpoint here, and then one here, and after that, it's just stupidly far away to get anything. It's like here. How are you supposed to solve this? Would it make sense to train coal to here and then pick the coal up from here? You can't use a train. Well, look at the train. I have to build the world's longest tunnel. It would cost a fortune. There's a mod called Improve Customs. It speeds up unloading at customs. We've got a lot of trucks just loading up on coal, but they take forever to load. Border mod for more speed. Well, that's what I'm thinking, Tupcho. Just make a station and then just unload from there. D. Thomason, do you think that would genuinely work, though? Look at it. It's still pretty hilly along here. I'd have to somehow get a train to, I don't know, like turn and then come all the way along here. It's still super gradient. It's a heck of a drop down, though. Why are you importing coal when you have a coal mine? Because I only have one coal mine. People don't want to work there for whatever reason. It's only chucking out a small amount of coal, and we're importing the rest. Right next to the border, you can place the depot. The trucks can unload that. Yeah, how does it get from here to the... Bucky, we haven't even got enough workers for the coal mine that we have. If I build more coal mines, how is that going to solve anything? Throw a small flat and a small store next to the coal mine. You can force people to work in the coal mine. Okay, let me try this. Right, so what we're saying that we build a large residential flat. We build one of these next to the coal mine. Is that what you're saying? Yeah, Top Show, that's what I've been saying. And a small store because it sells food and electronics. Come and live in this lovely place. Don't we have to have something come and deliver stuff here now? Click the bus stop and assign it to your coal mine. This one. Where should citizens go and work? Well, they kind of need to work in both of them. There's that one and that one. That one, maybe? Add buildings where citizens should go. Wait, how did that... Why is that not 100%? 88 and 10. Where's 2% gone? 85 and 13. You having a laugh? Wait, now we've got 100. 97 and 3. There we go. That's better. Russian math. Right, so we tell them to go and work. Everybody from this bus stop go and work in here. I'm not really sure how that helps. We don't want any tourists. We don't want students. Although people can go and... No one will work at the store then. People out of this block will presumably go and work here though. Yeah. So presumably we just want to invite immigrants in now. Like 140 people, 150 people. But with this thing, how does it get food and meat sent to it? Do we not need to add it to some distribution thing? I can't remember how we do that. How does it get its stuff? Do we need to put some truck delivery? I can't remember. You can also buy food. Right, okay. Those flamingos are missing. How do I tell it to auto buy? Purchase resources using rubles. Auto purchase. There we go. Number of sellers. Number of shoppers, none. Why is nobody going shopping? Oh, there's one shopper. Woo! I don't know how you set the apartment block to work though. Oh, there you go. Add buildings where they should go. Yeah, and yeah. No? You can't have more than one destination. So everybody here has to go and work there. Has to go and work here, and they can't work in the shop anymore. So how do we get people to work in the shop then? Like that, maybe? The apartment can't reach the processing plant, why not? Why? He said there were no connections. Right, so 88% of people work in the coal mine, 10% work in here, and then 6% work in there, we go. Something like that. Same with that. So hopefully, because we don't have any sellers now, so that's not worked. And the net result of that is we only have 30 people working in the coal mine. Zlick, thank you for 76 months. Homie, how you doing? Thanks for 62. Biker's Addiction, 67. And that's all set up now, isn't it? That's like, there's nothing else I can do with that. We could try and add another coal mine, but I don't think it's great round here. %, you know? Something here, 14. 13%. Yeah, great success. 14%. Is it worth even building another coal mine that only does 14%? Who knows? Your map is upside down. Bass, I can't turn it around. You can't turn the map upside down. 14% here somewhere. There's a 14% one there. If they're prepared to walk to the place, which they should be. Well, I don't know. With only like 28 people working there. Zinum, yo! Thank you for 61. "21 tons of coal ore per day." That's horrendous. Here comes the bus. It has 7 workers on it. I don't understand. Why are people not just going down the pit and working? There's 151 people here. They've been told to work in one of the 3 places. And yet we only have 30 people there, 3 people here, and 3 people here. That's 36 people out of 151. So what are the rest doing? Unable to get food. You're literally living next to a shop. 19 people not able to participate in any sport. Get on the bus. Get the sports field is there, mate. Not able to enjoy culture. Not able to get clothes. Is this the wrong kind of shop? Or do I need to allow them to get the bus into town so they can do other things? Maybe that's the solution. Hey, hello. Right, so if that can take 220, I need 600 people. So what you're saying is I need 4 of these flats and a sports field up here. Time to send to do esports. Right, okay, so we want another one of these. We'll have a road in between, if the game will let me. In fact, I'll put the road down first, actually. Then, where did I find the sports field? Is that? There you go. Sport playground. Put that out the back. Let's put it here. We're getting a lot of buildings and materials in ourselves. Oh God, why does it just build a straight line? Why does it want to do that? Okay. Right, they should be able to get all around though. Is there a way of copying this slot to this? I'm guessing not. Nope, yeah, thought not. Right, so immigrants. $150. What did I have it on? Like 80 something. Can't remember. What was it? 83, 10 and 6. That doesn't add up to 100 again. What the? This is so dumb. Right, put it on 100. I give up. Right. I'll do. Yeah, I don't know how we're going to get them closed unless we just trash that store and build a big store. Why are they going all the way around here? Why are they walking this way when they can just go across that way? Really? There we go. Floating point errors. I don't know, there's something weird. It's like when you adjust those things, it doesn't always deduct the right numbers from the rest. Right. We now have 168 people working, which is much better. Which means we're now chucking out 146 tons of coal ore a day. Which is nice. So that's helped. As for people in here, 59 can't go to church, 24 were not able to participate in any sport despite there being a sports field right on the doorstep. 21 can't enjoy culture, 18 unable to get clothes. Would it make sense now to just have the shuttle bus not necessarily for workers, but allow them to go into town to get things? You know what I mean? Because at the moment we're saying people at this bus stop have to go here, whereas if we remove that restriction, I'm thinking they can get on the bus and go into town. Where should sisters be going to work? I don't think I need this filter here. Thank you for 75 months, Suburban. Enceladus, thank you for 97. It's clear. Work Workers waiting, none. Passengers waiting, 150. So they are getting on the bus as passengers, which is very interesting. And there's a lot of them. I think they are trying to do that, you know. I think they are trying to get on the bus and go into town. Because none of them are workers. They're all passengers and students. Maybe Equos. Probably expensive, but I'm hoping these buses, extra buses, will move people. See, if they didn't get on that bus, why they stood there? Why didn't that bus just fill up completely? I don't think anybody's using this. Is that because it needs somebody to... Wait a minute. Maybe we need to add that as a building to go and work in? Because it needs somebody to work there? Well, that explains why they can't do any sport, because nobody's working at the field. The culture thing I would hope they can go into town for. I don't know, Benno, probably just the Soviet era, I guess. Oh, there you go. It's got a staff member now. Well, that's in a better situation. I don't know, Alikos. I don't know, mate. Honestly, don't know. Looks like people are finally going in here, though. Can't get closed, though. But this is the problem, Hawk, is like, if the game doesn't allow people to get a bus from here to there and then change and get that bus to here, apparently it doesn't allow passengers to multiple hop, which potentially means you've got a lot of people just sat here who will never, ever, ever get to where they want to go. Like 28 students, for example. I'm pretty certain they probably want to go here, which they could do by taking the bus to there and then taking the bus to the uni. But if the game's not letting them do it, they can never get to uni. They can't walk it. And I'm not going to put a point-to-point shuttle bus on. So it's just a bit weird. Did somebody say there was a mod that reduced the hitbox area? Because when you build stuff, they all have ginormous hitboxes around it. Right, auto purchase. I suppose I have to tell people to go and work in there as well now. You don't need to connect the goods delivery lanes. I don't know, but then if you get a fire here, can the fire trucks get in? Genuinely don't know. It looks a bit weird without a road connection as well. It's still not maxed out. Right then, let's see. So we have a lot of fuel still. We have a lot of oil. I suspect we need a lot more trucks than this to do what they're doing. 25 tons of fuel. Because it is such a long way.